In Need for Speed Most Wanted, there are 32 cars which you can buy from the car lot, which are stock, and of course the main car of the game, BMW M3 GTR, that makes it 33. Additional bonus cars you can find with the Black Edition, which bumps the car count to 38. For just for the sake of it, the fun of it, I'm going to have two particular cars which are particularly tuned in the base game, not in the Black Edition, but in the base game, which gives it a bit more character. So I just consider them two another cars in comparison because it's story related. And if you can see right here, you would have already guessed it what I mean. Let's start with it. But before that, I just wanted to clarify with some things which I'm going to base this tier list off of. And I'm going to base this tier list off of one particular scenario, which is you have just beat Bull, you have defeated Bull. Now you have cash to spend on a new car, including the upgrades. You have free reign, freedom to choose any car you want as everything is unlocked. Every performance parts you want, everything is unlocked there too. Customization, visuals, everything is unlocked. And the only thing you have is Razor, which you want to beat to get your M3 back. So, which car are you choosing really in comparison to that? It can be based on speed, handling, and of course you only have ultimate parts, not Junkman, because I don't think it's possible to have Junkman NOS in the career. When you get those markers, performance markers, you only have tires, turbochargers, engine upgrades in those Junkman parts. So that's a difference. So only ultimates. Of course, how good is it against the cops? That is an important distinction. Not just the condition 1 cops or 3, proper condition 5 cops. It needs to be good in that aspect too, alongside its speed and handling section. By the way, the speed and handling is based on the timings. It influences the car's performance, but it's one of the aspects I'm going to base it off in this tier list. So the particular track I chose was the Union Row and Ocean, because it has low speed corners, high speed corners, straight lines, sudden turns, and of course a long stretch of highway for the cars which have put all their points, performance points, into top speed and not much in the handling or the acceleration section, so that they have a bit more of an edge in comparison to the other racetracks in the game. But that's going to be it. Union Row and Ocean. So apart from that, this plays a minor factor, but the sound of the car is also important. How good the car sounds is kind of crucial when it comes to just driving the car and experience of that car while beating other racers or Razor even. So of course in that aspect, Lamborghini Gallardo and the Dodge Viper will always fare better because they have amazing sound in comparison to other cars in the game, as they have got a V10. Of course, visuals, customizations, how much of customization rating does that car have? So this is where the supercars of the game and the normal cars in the game are balanced out. I would say gives a fair play, because supercars, for example a Ford GT compared to the Ford Mustang, has a much lower customization rating, as the NFS Heat had out of 10 customization rating. So supercars are always going to have a low customization rating, as they have less body kits to choose from. Any kind of roof scoops, hoods, or rims even, in few cases of course, looks tacky on them, doesn't look good. But in comparison to other cars, it might enhance or even make them better looking in comparison from their original form. The Ford Mustang has some great body kits. Also, they have more variety of body kits, which makes them unique and thus enhances the personalization aspect of your car, because you want that personality in that car, that I have made this car. So that also plays a huge impact on what car is great or better than other cars in the tier list. So that's the thing. That's how you balance. That's how I thought it should be balanced out. And of course, trivia. Not just in the real life, although that only plays a small role, but the trivia inside the game. Because if you think about it, M3 GTR, the main car of the game is the main car of the game, and of course it's going to be tier S or tier S plus plus or the triple S tier because of the trivia. This game is based around that car. BMW made a real life car in that form. M3 GTR's trivia is one of the strongest. It is the strongest in the game. The cover car of the game, the main car of the game, players' cars, everything is based around the M3 GTR because of the trivia. That's supposed to be, is how it's supposed to be. So that's one thing. And when it comes to other cars, it is there for them too. So that is going to play, of course, some role, but not entirely. So that's the thing. It's some important stuff, you see. Just a short plug, if you would like to envision and design your own car, just check this course which is in the link in the description below, where I designed this car called Dusra, from which you can learn a lot, along with the 2D drawing course which I made more specifically for cars only. Check them out, as your support is greatly appreciated. Thank you. Here we are, the tier list maker, Lexus IS 300. So when it comes to its performance, it's not that good, is it? It's a rear wheel drive, which coming off the line, it spins its rear wheels, so the acceleration is a bit compromised, not much. But when it comes to handling, or just suspension of the car is just messed up, I think, because if you are taking a corner and it has some curves in it, it's going to throw the Lexus off the track. It's just going to unbalance or unstable the car. I don't know how you put it. You can see in the clip which I'm going to put it right here. So when you take a turn, you have a great cornering speed and you want to maintain that speed and momentum, and boom, there is a curve and all that speed is just turned into a drifting, and it's just bad. It just messes up its handling. It's you don't have a great time. Sometimes it can cost you a win in a race. So that's the thing about the Lexus. It's not that great against cops either, because it's a rear wheel drive, of course. It doesn't have that much pushing power, as Guru says it. Pushing power. It's a rear wheel drive, and in certain scenarios, when you reverse out and then you want to go ahead, because of that momentum, it just spins its rear wheels all over the place, and it's not that good if you actually see it. So it's not that good against cops, nor is it particularly well when it comes to races. But when it comes to customization, it has a lot of potential. You can add body kits to it, which I think body number 4 is great. Taz also uses that body kit, and it has potential. It has potential when it comes to personalization of the car, and that's why I think it's great on that aspect. I think it looks great, the one which I have made here. Everything is black but some red trims, and then and that particular vinyl which Taz has in his car, so it has a bit of trivia too. So just for the visual customization potential and all that, despite it not being good on the racetracks or against the cops, I'd put him in C tier. That's going to be it. Not D tier, because of course it's got better potential for customization options. That's going to be it. Fiat Punto. So when it comes to this car, it is light, it is agile, it is front wheel drive, which has certain advantages over the rear wheel drive in this in the physics engine of Most Wanted. I think front wheel drives have better acceleration, grip even around the corners because of its physics engine, I think. So it has that edge over the competition. When it comes to its sound, it's also good. especially the upgraded sound we are talking about here. And just for this reference, did you know that this IS300 also has a 2JZ? Only in the stock version it doesn't have a turbo, but in this it has. So it sounds exactly the same as the Supra, you know. But why won't you have the Supra in the first place in comparison to the IS300, which is an overall inferior car? You know, that's the case. So Fiat Punto, coming back to the Fiat Punto, sure, it's great at handling, it's great at maneuverability, agility of the car. It's great in that aspect. It's light as well. But light just says that it's not going to be good against cops, which it certainly isn't. Because if you think about it, front wheel drive is sure decent, but if your car doesn't have that pushing power, weight certainly adds up to that. So in comparison to that, it's not very good against cops. It just gets bullied all over the place. And we are talking about condition 5 cops here, so definitely not good against cops. But other aspects like customization and looks, I think it's great. It has a great customization rating because you can put roof scoops on it, hood ornaments, spoilers, body kits, and it's not going to look tacky. In fact, it's going to add to its looks. This particular look which I chose, which looks like a race car body kit, or a proper rally car body kit for this particular Fiat, I think it looks great. And with that vinyl and also all the rims, and again that, I think it looks great. And it's good against the racers too. It's good against other racers. It's not that good against cops, but that's all. So I'm going to give it a B tier, if that's fair. Now the Cobalt. Did I tell you that this tier list is going to be biased? Because Cobalt is going in tier A, no questions asked. The only downside it has is that it doesn't have that many great body kits in my opinion. But when it comes to racing, it's great against other racers. It's quite decent when it comes to handling. Of course, it's front wheel drive, so it has that grip to back its racing lines and all that. It has great acceleration. Top speed is not that great, but it certainly makes it up in other aspects if you compare it to other cars. So that's the thing. And of course, against cops, it's great. It's great because I literally had a scenario. Well, I don't have the clip of it, but I remember I had a particular scenario where, and I got stuck in Central Rosewoods gas station, but I was literally surrounded by condition 5 cops. All the C6 Corvettes, like 8 or 9 of them surrounded me, and I just with a little bit of momentum and little bit of speed, low speed, I pushed it through. I pushed those cops along through, and it was great. And I just saw its potential. I think it has great pushing power. It's great against cops. It's also not quite light, so it's quite heavy in comparison. So I think it's great there as well. But I don't know. Despite it being heavy and good against cops, it's also great against handling. In fact, if you use speed breaker too much in particular corner, it will twitch. So I advise you not to use speed breaker always. In some in some particular scenarios you can, but not every time, because on its own I think it has great handling, it's great against cops. I think the upgraded Cobalt also sounds great, but when it comes to its customization, I don't think it's that great, particularly body kits. I don't think there is a decent body kit. There is only one decent body kit for the car, which I've chosen here. I think it's body kit number 2 or 3, and the rest of the body kits are just tacky. I don't like them, so that's why it's not tier S in comparison to the other cars. Okay, Volkswagen Golf GTI. Guys, do I even have to say it? It says tier. This car, only based off of its trivia alone, this car is great. because of Kuru. He loves this car. He beat the world record in this car, and this car is just better comparison to the other cars. Of course, Sony has it, and of course, it's great when it comes to its handling. It's a great starter car too. It's the best starter car too. It's also decent. It's actually quite good against cops too. The main thing, Kuru's favorite car is this car. He always chooses this car, and I think that's all. That's all it is. It's actually quite well. It's an all-rounder, better car than all the starter cars you see here. So that's going to be it. S tier for that. Okay, Audi TT. Audi TT. So it's a Quattro edition. So it's all-wheel drive, of course. All-wheel drive also. Also, all-wheel drive will always have the edge over the rear-wheel drive or front-wheel drives in the game, because of course it has more pushing power in comparison. It has more grip. It has better acceleration when it comes to other cars in the game. So it's also decent in racing too. So that's it. But that's not always the case. In particular scenarios it is. So Audi TT Quattro. I think it has V6 3.2 V6 Quattro in comparison, but apart from that technical details, let's just say it's the TT. And TT has great body kits. There is great visual customization potential, and especially the last body kit. It's just a full-on race car body kit. A time attack body kit. When it comes to its looks, it's great, I think. So it will go higher than D tier because of that alone. And when it comes to it against cops, it's not that. It's just decent. It's not that great, even though it has all-wheel drive. Because it's not that heavy in comparison, so that you can bully cops with it. So you cannot use it. You cannot have much fun. You cannot take much risks in it. Of course, if you're boxed in, you have a little bit more advantage as it's all-wheel drive. So I would say it's decent against cops. And when it comes to racing, it's decent there as well. So it's just good, decent kind of thing. And when it comes to its sound, it's good as well. It's actually great. I like the sound of the ultimate upgraded Audi TT. So it's going to go, I think, B tier. It would be great. I think Fiat is better, so that's going to be better. So it's going to be the first car, the first car for B tier. Everything else is secondary kind of thing. So I'm going to give it a B tier, Audi TT. Wait, I think I will just give it a C tier because it's just decent when it comes to other cars. Only has one good aspect when it comes to TT. So that's it. The Audi A3 Quattro, guys. It's D tier. We have the first D tier in this list. Sure, it is quite decent. It's just decent everywhere. I don't think it has great body kits. I don't think it sounds really good. I don't think it's particularly great when it comes to handling and racing. Of course, it has a short burst of acceleration, which you can use it to your advantage and just get the first position and lead the race the entire way through. But you are not going to use this car against Razer, let's be honest. Not even close. Moving on now. The Mitsubishi Eclipse. So this is a mixed bag because if you think about it, Eclipse is not a very good car, at least the stock version of it, and it's not that great when you have fully upgraded it as well. But it has great body kits. Its customization rating is very good, I will admit that. I don't like this car in particular because it's front wheel drive. It's not that great. It's just sluggish and bulbous, I would say. I think it's just unnecessarily big and heavy and all that thing. I couldn't find it, but I do remember that this particular version of the Mitsubishi Eclipse had a concept car which was all-wheel drive and had a V6 in it. Of course, if that was made in real life and included in this game, I would have rated it higher, to be honest. But customization rating is good. Not that great against cops, let's be honest, especially if you're off-road, despite it being a front-wheel drive car. I don't know how this car is so weak against cops. And when it comes to handling, it's just decent. It's just like any other front-wheel drive car in comparison. It's not that even great, if I'm being honest. I think it sounds similar to the Supra, I think, but it has an inline 4 engine, so I don't think how that works. I just think they sort of replaced it with the 2JZ sound. But anyway, only decent thing it has is the customization and looks, because let's be honest, I think by the looks alone, Big Lau's car is Big Lau's car is quite good looking, if I'm being perfectly honest. If it were front wheel drive and just very good overall car, I think it would be a higher tier car, but it's not, so I'm going to also give it a C tier just because of the customization rating. So Audi A4. Let's be honest, everyone, this is an understeer disaster. Let's be honest, everyone. I don't think anyone is going to disagree with it, unless you put some performance customization tuning to it. I think you can make it work, but who's going to do that? I just want a default setting. It needs to be good, and if you are using tuning, you are just solving a problem that shouldn't exist in the first place, kind of thing. So the Audi A4 Quattro, it understeers all over the place. I think it just ruins everything because of that. It's all-wheel drive because of that, of course, and it actually has a decent top speed, let's be honest, because I think everything like acceleration is decent, handling is not that good. When it comes to its top speed, it's very good in comparison, because I tested it on the highways, and I think it's good in that aspect. Also, did you know that this is the canonical car in which, I think the stock version of this car, the A4, is the canonical car in which you race Razor in it. Yes, if you particularly see the reflection of the cutscene which happens, while you challenge Razor, you can clearly see it's the Audi A4. So in that aspect, I'm going to give it a higher place in tier list, just because of that small trivia, that small touch, the shed of light which Black Box gave to Audi A4, because it's just a normal sedan if you just look it from the outside. I think it has great body kits. Of course, the last one is atrocious, but everything else is decent. Its customization can be done, although don't overdo it. At most, you can just make it look like a touring car, a race touring car, and that's about it. It's decent against cops too, because of its all-wheel drive system. So I'm going to give it a B tier. Just don't use it while racing. Your racing line is going to be messed up, or you have to slow down way too much in order to get those lines. So that's about it. Of course, it sounds decent too, although I don't remember much. So, Supra. Okay, the Supra fanboys, what do you think I'm going to rate it? You're going to be happy here, or are you going to be sad, or or would you put racial slur in the comment section if I put this here? Well, let's think about it. So it's rear wheel drive. I think it's quite decent when it comes to racing, because it's rear wheel drive and it has decent handling, I think. So, and you can easily, it's good when it comes to handling, because I remember I could easily take the racing lines when I chose this car. Although the one thing that I don't like, because I don't like about the Supra is that I think either it's quite heavy or the center of gravity of the car is way too off, because in some slow speed corners and medium speed corners it just slides around. I don't know what makes this happen to me, and especially if you add a curve, especially if you go through the prison or the hospital, Supra can flip over. I've noticed that thing. So it has the same problem that the Lexus has when it comes to its racing. I think it sounds great, of course. The 2JZ, of course, with the turbo, stock turbo, even if you buy it stock. So turbo from the factory too. I think it has decent acceleration, not great, decent off speed, good handling. When it comes to cops though, it's not that great because it's rear wheel drive and it just spins its wheels all over the place, and especially against condition 5 cops, which bursts faster, because if you compare it to the condition 1 cops and condition 5 cops, the bar for the busted, the red bar fills up very quickly in comparison to the condition 1 cops. So that wheel spin when it comes to low speed cop maneuverability, it's not that great. So when it comes to its objective things, it's not that great. But when it comes to its customization, I think it's very good. Of course, it's a JDM tuner. What do you expect? It looks very good. I think it has great body kits, and of course, it's Vic's car. It's the Ronnie's cars. Ronnie's yellow Supra. It has that. It has the Vic Supra, which has one of the best cinematic view, and you know what? A tier. That's it. A tier. It's not S tier because it's not that great when it comes to cops or skills. But the trivia is so rich for this car. I love it. So that's going to be it. The Renault Clio V6. I think this car is way too overlooked. I rarely see anyone in their playthroughs drive this car. I did not buy this car in the entire playthrough. Since the first time I played Most Wanted, I never took this car. And boy, was that a missed opportunity for me, because this is the best handling car you can have. This early in the game, this is the best handling car you can have. Just after you beat Vic. I think it rivals Lotus Elise when it comes to its handling. It has it has great acceleration. It has great handling. One of the god tier handling, I would say. It has decent top speed. I don't think it got decent top speed. I think it's just meh. I don't think it's great. But of course, top speed, you're not always going to use top speed as an excuse to rank it lower, because you're not going to drive that fast every time on the map, because the map just favors cars which are great at handling. So this has a massive edge over the competition. It's when it comes to its body kits are amazing. Almost every single one of them is amazing or looks decent to good in comparison to the other cars. Especially the last one, it just looks like a race car body kit, with those fender flares and of course the aggressive look. And you can of course add spoilers and roof scoops even, because in this particular car the roof scoops does not look bad because it can be explained. This car, unlike the regular Clio, is a mid-engine car. This is the first mid-engine car you can unlock in the game, I think. Let's see. Yes, it's the first mid-engine car. It's all-wheel drive too. Wait, is it? No, I think it's rear-wheel drive. But anyway, it's the mid-engine. This particular hatchbacks which have a mid-engine and race car converted usually has those roof scoops which looks decent to them because they need that extra gush of air to just gulp and make more power out of the engine. So the V6 is quite good when it comes to everything when it comes to racing. I don't think it's that good against co-ops though. It has the same problem as the Elise. It can spin its rear wheels, can get busted faster. But one great advantage is that from low speed to medium speed maneuverability by the cops, evading the cops in the first place is good because of its great handling and better responsiveness than other cars in the game. So because of that, it's quite decent against cops. Although once you're boxed in or SUV rammed, you're gone. You're busted. That's it. Or there are very, very low chances, little to none even, that you could escape. So because of that, I think it would be A tier. Okay, A tier. No questions asked. Okay, so Mazda RX-8. Where should I even start? It has good handling. Not that great. It has decent handling. It has decent acceleration too. But I think when it comes to high speeds or higher speeds in the gear ratios, I think it's great there. Because have you seen the red line of this car? It's amazing for a car you could get this early in the game. So the RX-8 also because of course it has a Wankel engine, a rotary Wankel engine. So just because of that unique trivia, I would rate this higher. Of course, when it comes to its customization, body kit number 5 is the best. I think it's the best body kit in the entire game. Almost. There is one car that rivals it. One body kit that rivals it. But that body kit, that number 5 body kit, looks great when it comes to this car. And of course, the customization rating is also great. You can customize, you can add hoods and spoilers, and it will only add to the looks of the car. Of course, when it comes to its trivia, Mia has one, Easy has one, and sure, one is a blacklist racer, which is you can rarely see, you don't even care about, but Mia has one. So that's one up when it comes to its trivia. Also, did you know that there was going to be a Mazda Speed version, Speed 8, I think Mazda Speed 8 version in the game, which was included in the beta version of the game, but it was cut because I don't know, reasons I guess. So Mazda RX-8 has great trivia. It's good when it comes to its handling. Its acceleration is I think very, very good, decent, great even, especially the higher end. It sounds great. Wankel engine is the best sounding ever, you cannot get tired of it anywhere. So that has one. When it comes to cops though, it's not that great. It is not that great because it's rear wheel drive of course, but it has that problem where it either spins its wheels or it doesn't have enough pushing power to get through the cops. That's the only if you have momentum, if you have roadblocks or if you can maneuver around it, it's decent there. But if once you're boxed in, you're done because it doesn't have that initial torque curve. Actually, most wanted cars are quite realistic, more realistic than we can think of when it comes to actual real cars, because this doesn't have a great initial torque, so it doesn't have that much pushing power, so it just gets bullied once it's boxed in, so it's not that great there. So because of all that, I'm going to give it a B tier. That's it. The Cadillac CTS. Actually this has the same problem, or same scenario when it comes to the Renault Clio V6. I never looked at this car or even saw potential to use this in the career mode. There are way more decent cars out there, so this is not going to be it. I'm going to put it in D tier. I'm sorry. Sure, it has a great body kit. I think it has that great body kit, and you can make it look like a proper mafia car. When it comes to its looks, its customization, but apart from that, it's a slow, sluggish car. Of course, it can be decent against cops, but I don't think I remember any sort of great scenario. I played many times with this car, and it wasn't that great against cops, even though it's heavy. So I'm not going to give it a much higher than D tier. Of course, Ford GT. Moving on to Ford GT. Where should I even start? Okay. Great body kit, great acceleration, great sound. When it comes to its trivia, Razor has one. The original Ford GT. Sorry, the Ford Mustang. I'm sorry, why am I saying it? Ford GT. Ford Mustang GT. Yeah, that's the difference. Okay. Like I said, great acceleration, great customization options, great sound. When it comes to its trivia, Razor has one. Jade Barrett or Jules has one. Raj used to have one, but I think he lost it to Razor, or in the beta version of the game. So Ford Mustang is great. It doesn't have that much when it comes to its handling, it's not that great. And frankly, if I'm being honest, if I put it anywhere below A tier, I think it would be injustice against the Mustang GT, because you will use it against Razor and you are going to look good when you beat him with it. You cannot put it under A tier, and that's the end of it. I don't care how bad it is when it comes to its handling, or it's not that great against cops because it spins at wheels. It's not going under A tier. That's it. It's the coolest car in the game. It's one of the coolest cars in the game. It has great body kits as well to back it up as well. Okay, so A tier. Mitsubishi Evo. You know what? Okay, this is the new tier, and then that's great. I don't care if anyone disagrees with it, and I am putting a lot of biases in this videos. I am buying the Mitsubishi 8 regardless. This Lancer evolution is great. When it comes to its acceleration, top speed, handling, great when it comes to its acceleration, handling, not great when it comes to top speed, but as always, the map always wants acceleration and handling to be the core of cars' performance. It demands that thing because it doesn't have much highway uses. But body kits, looks, I think the number 4 body kit is also great. Looks are great. Vinyls you can use, it's also great. It's a JDM tuner as well, so it has a great customization potential. Earl has one. Okay, Earl, the most rubber bandy MF in the game, has this car, so of course it's going to be in the tier when I'm buying it regardless, or I'm going to have that pink slip Earl. Okay, I deserve that pink slip regardless because of the hard ass race you have put me through. Okay, I'm buying it regardless. Okay, the Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution. It's also great against cops, by the way, guys. It has that all-wheel drive, which gives it a quite decent pushing power. It's also very stable when it comes to its corner. It's better than the Supra. As I said, Supra has the problem the IS 300 has, and despite the Lancer being narrower in comparison to the Supra, it's more stable around the corners. I don't know how that works, but that's how it is. That's what I've noticed. So that is going there. The SL500. I'm buying it regardless too. I don't think I need a decent explanation of it, but just for your guys' sake, if I wasn't buying this, I would put I think I would put it in tier A or tier S even, the Lancer Evolution. But when it comes to SL500, it's not that great. It doesn't have that great of a handle. It doesn't have great handling. It doesn't have great acceleration because it's rear wheel drive, and it's not against. It's not good against cops either, because it slides all over the place. Its rear wheels are just spinning all over the place again. Because SL500 is a type of car which has put all its performance and potential into its top speed. It has 7 gears for God's sake, comparison to the other cars 6 gears. It goes 400 plus kilometers per hour when only in its ultimate form. I'm not even talking about the Junkman form, Junkman parts, whatever. So SL500, it's not that great. I would actually put it in C tier, if I'm being perfectly honest, because I don't think it has that many great body kits either, or visual customization, because it's a luxurious car, for God's sake. It's better to be just put into a stock form with different rims as far as the customization goes. But apart from that, you don't have much customization rating. Only the top speed is great amongst others and all that. But I have biases. I love the SL500. I love SL. Mercedes is one of my favorite brands. SL is one of my favorite cars too. Love on first sight kind of thing. Because I remember that when I was starting to play this game, I instantly fell in love with this Mercedes. Because before that, I used to play this game, Need for Speed Hot Pursuit, 2001. I think it was released in 2001. No, 2002, sorry. Hot Pursuit 2, my bad. Hot Pursuit 2, released in 2002, in which it had a Mercedes-Benz CLK GTR, which had same sort of headlights and frontal area just like the SL500 here, a decade later. So that's how I fell in love with it again. So that's it. If it wasn't my personal favorite, I would just put it in C tier. Anyway, the Pontiac GTO and the Vauxhall Monaro, as they are quite the same car, but I would say they are not the same car. I think Pontiac GTO sucks when it comes to handling, but when it comes to its acceleration and weight, it is quite good. It is quite good when it comes to that. You can bully cops with it. You can use it to get out of a sticky situation with cops. Of course, when it comes to its trivia, the Pontiac GTO is the is the police car in the game. So that's why I just I put on the black color on it when I customize it, just so you can visualize it looking like a cop car. So that's one of the aspects of it, the undercover cop car. And when it comes to its handling, it's not that great. Top speed is just decent. It's not that great either there. And that's about it. I'm going to give it a B tier because of that. Vauxhall Monaro, though, I think it has great customization. It looks better in comparison, even though how few little changes there are in between these two cars. But when it comes to its handling, it's quite great in comparison, but not that great when it comes to its acceleration. So this is like, let's put in carbon comparison. This is like a muscle car, and this is like a tuner car. Great at tuning, sorry, not great at tuning, my bad. Great when it comes to handling, great when it comes to acceleration, but garbage handling and not decent acceleration, not that great. Bad acceleration, I would say. That's the distinction I would say it has. As far as I've noticed, this has much better handling. Or I don't know, because it's because of the body kit. But I love the body kit too. So these two B tier. The Porsche Cayman. Yes, the Porsche Cayman S. Yes, where should I even start? Okay, looks great, sounds great because of the flat 6 engine. Looks great because it has very good body kits comparison to the other cars. Customization can be done well, very good customization can be done. I would also put up a wallpaper, a screenshot which I took, in which this Porsche looks quite good with that black and green, with that black base paint and green vinyl. That's good. But for this particular video, I've tested it and gave it this visual look. I think it looks really good. Baron has one, the rich guy from the coast. So that is when it comes to its trivia. Handling is great. Handling is on par with Lotus or the Clio. So that's good. But when it comes to its cops, it's not that great. I'm going to give it a tier A because it's not that good against cops. And that's about it. Shut up, WhatsApp. Okay, so all that in comparison, the speed, the handling, the acceleration is also quite good. The handling is it's one of the best. It's very stable around corners. Of course, all the other things, trivia and all that. And the only drawback is that it's not that good against cops. It's rear wheel drive, it spins its wheels, and once you're boxed in, you're gone. The Subaru WRX STI. No, I don't know if this is a spicy take, but I'm going to give it a tier S. This is the most under the nose, under the radar sleeper car in comparison. I still cannot forgive myself how I overlooked this car, and just ran with other cars because they look better or great. I would choose Mazda RX-7 over this thing. But where should I start? It's great when it comes to its handling. It's great when it comes to its acceleration because it's all-wheel drive. It goes off the line faster. Top speed is decent, but that doesn't matter anyway. Maneuverability because of the great handling is great too. Pushing power, it's great against cops. You're boxed in, you can push through it easily. Customization is great. Many great body kits, and of course it's a tuner again, so you can put hood ornaments or just like I put the snorkel as its boxer 4 engine, so just made that engine scoop bigger, and you can put roof scoops on it and it would look decent. That last body kit number 5 either looks a proper time attack Subaru STI, it looks like a proper time attack race car, or a proper rally stage car because of ground clearance and all that. Of course the spoiler also looks great with it. It's just an all-around one of the best cars in the game. I didn't notice it anywhere else. I feel so missed out because of it. I should have taken this car after using all that. Moving on, be sure to test this car if you're starting a new save, and you won't be disappointed, I bet. So Mazda RX-7. Okay, JDM tuner. Of course the same rating as the RX-8, but because it has greater visual customization and a bit of trivia because it's a great car, I would put it in the tier A because of that. I like this car. It looks good, it sounds great. Dom had one, just a little outside the game trivia and all that, and it's actually quite a value. gives a valuable car, because just for 31 grand or 32 grand, I don't remember exactly, I think it's 31 grand, you get a car which has a lot of potential. I think only the stock car can go 280k with no upgrades whatsoever, and the customization is also great, the looks can be great as well. It's just a lot of potential. It's not that good against cops. It has that same problem with the RX-8, so all that, but apart from that, it's good. I like this car, so I'm just giving it tier A. Although only based on the performance, it would go in tier B, but it's an RX-8, so I'm RX-7, so I'm going to give it a tier A. Okay, so Lotus Elise. Hmm. There is no argument with that. It is the best I would ever have. I love this car. I fell in love with this car just like the Mercedes SL500. I like this car. It's small, it's nimble, it's fast, it's everything you would want out of a race car. It's not that good against cops, I will admit that, but because of it's quite twitchy, and it's quite twitchy if you use speed breaker too much, or there is a certain elevation when it comes to cornering, but it's the most you can tune it out, but you don't need it. Just be careful, and it will do wonders for you. It's the best handling car in the entire game. It's the best thing ever. I know. When it comes to visualization and customization too, it's great. Body kits alone are something else. Body kit number 4 and 5 and 2. Body kit number 2, I think, are my personal favorites. Everything about this car is good. And because of all that great potential and how great the car actually is, I would actually want to put myself up to a challenge by taking this car against condition 5 cops. I would increase my skill levels because of it. I love this car so much, and of course I would beat Razor in a heartbeat while using this car. It's so good. Also, Kuru used it in his initial or early days of NFS Most Wanted world record, so that's great too. So it's going in buying it regardless tier. Wait, what's this car doing here? What should I say? It's a meme at this point, and because of that trivia, I would make a particular tier list for this and pack this car, because it's the ultimate meme car of the game, because of the Kuru and the Pepega edition, because of it. And of course, if I will not put it here, it's a luxurious car, heavy and brutish. It's rear wheel drive. It understeers all over the place. It doesn't want to turn. It's like a boat in comparison to the other cars. I don't like it either. I think it's look purpose. Although I will give it one thing, it has some decent body kits, and with those body kits, it looks great in my opinion. It's not that good against cops either. So realistically, I would put it in C tier here, but I would put this here. And when it comes to Lotus, I would put in S tier, but I'm putting in the buying it regardless tier. So that is it. Moving on to the Aston Martin DB9. Okay, so DB9 is a rear wheel drive, luxurious, heavy it's a GT car. It's a luxurious grand tourer, and you don't expect it much better to be at the racetrack, or street racing even. You are just supposed to cruise with it, and because of that, it's not that good when it comes to its handling. or acceleration or any in that performance aspect. I think it's decent against cops too. It's rear wheel drive only, so pushing power is also there. I've noticed it. But the visualizations, only because of those visualizations, I will put it in tier B at least. The stock car alone looks beautiful little thing. I love it. When it comes to its customization, body kit number 4 is the official race car body kit. If you compare it side by side, only it has side exhaust, but it looks phenomenal. I love it. And if you put proper Aston Martin racing color and the stripes, just like I've done here in this customization, it looks outworldly good. I would put it no lower than tier B. Okay, that's it. But realistically, if I'm being perfectly honest, I would just buy this car regardless. I just want to drive in it. I just want to look good in it. It's not that good against cops. I don't like the sound of the car either. But who cares if you can just even if it's possible to beat Razer with it, which it is actually. You can beat any you can beat Razer in any car if you have proper performance upgrades installed in your car. So you would race a race car, the BMW M3 GTR, with a race car body kit, GT Grand Tourer. So just for that, thematic or cinematic purposes, or just that trivia. Of course, yeah, I forgot the trivia. Ronnie has one. If you challenge him, and he has in blacklist number 3, and when you compare the car there, it doesn't look good. The Aston Martin looks quite ugly, but of course it's Ronnie's car, so that's trivia there. So I'm buying it regardless. Of course, I would put it in tier B if I didn't have any biases, but I'm buying it regardless tier. Porsche 911 Carrera S. Okay, so I'm actually quite surprised that its little brother, the inferior brother, because you only buy a Cayman if you can't afford the 911, is what was going on at the time when this was released. These two were released. But when it comes to handling, Cayman is much better in comparison to the Carrera S. I was disappointed at Carrera S and even the 911 Turbo, the previous generation 911. Carrera S is not that good when it comes to its handling. Especially if you compare it to the Cayman, I was disappointed there. It's also rear wheel drive and not that good against cops. So that's a bummer too. Of course, it's got a body kit, which is quite good. It's a race car body kit, which makes it looks very decent, even great, I would say. So it goes there in the B tier. Fuck, my throat is aching. Just a second, guys. Now I'm starting to think that I should just have scripted these videos, and I'm wondering how people who stream all day, talk all day, do this kind of thing for hours on end. I don't know how they do it, but anyway. The 911 Carrera S, I would just put it in C tier by the performance alone, but it's a 911, so I'm going to give it a B tier in comparison. So that's it. The Dodge Viper SRT10. What are you even kidding? S tier. This car, I would put it in S tier if I wasn't biased. I am biased, but I would put it in S tier objectively in my eyes. But I would put it in buying it regardless tier. The reason I would put it in S tier is because, come on guys, it's an SRT Viper. When it comes to looks alone, it's great. The base look is great. The customization options are great. The body kits are great, especially the number 5, number 4, one of the best. JV has the car. JV has one of the coolest looking car in the entire game, and I would not think twice before choosing this car to beat Razor and look good and cool while doing it. This is the car which you want here. You know, it sounds great too. It's a V10, and the base stock car, the stock SRT10 sounds great, but the upgraded one sounds even cooler. It's more aggressive, it's more toned, it's greater, it screams like a wild animal. So I'm going to put it here. It looks great too. It has great acceleration, not that great when it comes to handling, it's just decent. Against cops it's not that good, it spins, it wheels all over the place, but who cares? Who cares when you can beat your opponent in style? I'm going to put it in tier S or buying it regardless tier. Okay? No arguments with that. Lamborghini Gallardo. Who am I kidding? These both are in S tier. I don't care. They are in S tier. It's good against cops. Gallardo is good against cops. It's good when it comes to racing. It's the car you can unlock very early in game. It's the only supercar you can unlock when you beat Ming, and you have everything if you get his pink slip. Of course, except Nitros, which is already unlocked. So it is a monster if you get it as soon as possible. It's a monster. It decimates other racers, cops. You can bully cops with it. It has great pushing power. It doesn't have great visual customization, let's be honest. But just keep it stock. Just keep it good, just like Ming does. Just put some visual customizations to it. It looks great. Even I think the body kit number 1 is good. You know, just a wide body kit. I made a Lego version of it, for God's sake. What do you think I will do with this car if not put it in S tier or higher? That's it. It's going in S tier along with the Viper. Now, the Porsche 911 Turbo. All-wheel drive, so it's good against cops. It's 911 Turbo. It has great acceleration too. You can push your car off the line much faster in comparison to the other racers, especially Razor. It has decent top speed. Because of the all-wheel drive system, it's decent against cops too. It's good against cops too, especially if you're boxed in. I'm going to put it in tier A, though it suffers the same problem as the original 911 Carrera S. It's not that good when it comes to its handling, and it's a disappointment again when it comes to comparison with the Cayman S. So that's that. The Corvette C6. Again, it's one of the coolest cars in the game. I'm going to put it in tier A. Actually, I was going to put it in tier S. You know what? It's decent. It's good against cops despite being rear-wheel drive. It has that pushing power. It looks great when it comes to its customization. Body kits are amazing all over the place. It has that sick vinyl which Webster has. When it comes to its trivia, how many people have the C6 Corvette? Cross has one. The police department, federal police department, federal units have this car. The federal police department has this car to push against you, to bust you. Cross has one. Webster has one. Webster has one of the coolest looking car. Bro, I am buying it regardless. I don't give a fuck. Sorry my word. I don't give a fuck. I am taking this car regardless. It is going to be in the tier S, just like these 3 cars. It is going to be buying it regardless here. I don't care. The sound is also great. These Viper and Corvette, because of their supercharger, that whine, I love it. I love it with the especially with the grumbling V8 this car has. Of course, Mustang GT also has that. That's the thing about it. The Lamborghini Murcielago. Uh, so guys, if I compare Gallardo to the Murcielago, which do you think is better? I think Murcielago looks better, though it doesn't have much customization, decent looking customization options. So it has that negative advantage. It has that disadvantage. Sorry, who says negative advantage? Just contradiction. Anyway, it has the disadvantage that you cannot customize and personalize this car without looking tacky, without looking clanky, that kind of thing. So it's not that great when it comes to customization. It has all-wheel drive, and I think it's decent when it comes to handling too. It has all-wheel drive, so it's decent against cops pushing power, but it is light in comparison. But if you put upgrades, it's quite powerful. So if you drive it stock, be careful, you are going to get bullied by cops. But I think I would put it in A tier, at least A tier. It is going in A tier. I like this car. Ford GT. What do you think, everyone? A heavy American supercar. So of course it's not great handling wise. It's not good. It's objectively bad because you cannot put any visual customization. Body kits for the Ford GT are atrocious. No, mark my words. I've record this. Take this section out. Ford GT has ugly ass body kits. You cannot put them without looking like a 6-year-old with. Sorry, I'm not going to say anything more than that. You're just going to look like a 6-year-old who doesn't have any good taste. You're just doing it for the sake of doing it. You have not matured enough to understand that those body kits look atrocious and you don't put it in that car. And even spoilers are stretched beyond, which it doesn't look good. I know it's proportion to match with the actual car's proportion, the Ford GT, but nah, I'm not having it. I didn't even bother changing the wheels because the base wheels are good. So customization is 0. You can only put visual customizations to it, not any aftermarket. It's not possible. So visual customization, only paint and the stripes. I've just put them here, and it's not that good when it comes to handling too. I think it's not that good either there. Acceleration is decent, though the only thing it has up its sleeve is the top speed. It's its trump card. Top speed more than 400 kilometers per hour, and if you take out and if you put the stock transmission in, I think it goes to 426 kilometers per hour. But you'll just have to confirm that on your own. I don't know, but honestly, guys, there is not much appeal to it other than it's a supercar and it's good looking and it's stock. Apart from that, it's not that good. I'm going to put it in C tier, And any other Ford GT fan, go all out in comment section. I don't give up. I couldn't care less. It's not that good. Ford GT, it's expensive too. Combining the $315,000 of performance upgrades, and I think this is 280. Okay, or $270,000. $270,000 on top of $315,000 worth of upgrades. It's not that good. I'm sorry, it's not that good. And if you think about that in that way too, C tier is it is. I'm sorry, it doesn't have much in anywhere else. Okay, moving on to the Mercedes-Benz SLR McLaren. This is the most expensive car in the game. Rear-wheel drive. Doesn't have much it suffers the same problem as Ford GT. Expensive. Not that great when it comes to handling. Acceleration is good. Mercedes McLaren acceleration is great. I would say it's the best of the Mercedes series. No, the SL500 and the CLK500. So it's got it there. Visual customizations, get out of here. There is no decent body kit even here for this car. Because of that. It has a trivia though. It's Bull has one. Toru Sato has one. So it has that one up its sleeve, and that's about it. You cannot upgrade this car much. It's not that great against other racers, and handling is not that good. Acceleration is quite good. Top speed is also good. Against cops, it's rear wheel drive. Actually, I haven't had much experience with this car. As far as I know, it did perform well when it comes to cops. But once you're boxed in, I don't think you have much of a chance to escape, because it's rear wheel drive and spins its wheels all over the place. That's true. I'm going to give it a B tier because of that. Porsche Carrera GT. Who am I even kidding? Who am I even kidding? And just on that, if I think more about it, I think the Murcielago is $265,000, right? So I'm going to give it a B tier because of that. Oh yeah, I forgot these were supposed to be in a particular order, so I would put it like this, here and here. The S tier. I'm going to do it again for other people, but S tier for Porsche Carrera GT. There is no better car to end your game and win against racer than the Porsche Carrera GT. Kuru beat Racer first time, his first ever playthrough when he was a child in this car. I beat Racer in this particular car. Many of you might have done it too. It's the end game car. It's the fastest car. Despite it being rear wheel drive, it smashes cops across the board. It doesn't give a fuck. It's actually quite great in comparison to other cars. Just have it. It's great. Visual customizations too. Sure, it has less body kits, but I'm just going to have it regardless. Where is it? Yes, I'm going to choose body kit number 3, more particularly this upgrade, and just for this video's sake I made this one, but actually I was going to make a proper balls to walls kind of Carrera GT, although Porsche purists might not like that. And of course I have that purity too, because in real life it won't look good, but who cares? It looks like a monster spaceship that's going to destroy and obliterate anyone which comes along its way. So it is S tier, and just for that I'm going to have it regardless. Buying it regardless, and just because of that, let me just kind of put these in a particular order, from the most to the least. I want the Gallardo. I want the Elise first, then the Gallardo, then I would have the SL. I would particularly buy the SL then, and the Mitsubishi Lancer. Of course, I put the Aston Martin before that. Of course, this will go here, and this will go here. Yes, this is going to be the order. And the last 4 are actually, you can get it via blacklist pink slips. You don't have to particularly buy a separate car just to have it. So I'm buying these cars, buying it regardless, or let me just change it. I would say having it regardless. Fuck's sake. Having it regardless. That's it. The S tier are here. A tier, these cars. B tier here. Let's see which are the best here. I would say the Clio is actually quite underrated. Then the Ford. Then the this way. This. Then the RX-7. No, Porsche is going to be here. Okay, so this is it. This is the A tier. I would put it here. Of course, the Mercedes, then the Murcielago. I would say this. No, I think this would be here. Say it's here, here, this here. Okay, this is going to be it. The C tier though, I'm having it this here. Yes. So this is my revised tier list, I would say, and because these are in particular order, the most to the least I want, and all that. Okay. I'm back. So these are all the cars which you can buy off of the car lot. These are the stock cars, the preset cars which you can buy. This includes the base game of the game. This includes the base version of the game. Now the black edition, which most people have now, the 1.3 black edition, included more cars, which I'm going to talk about here, which are the Camaro SS, Chevrolet Camaro SS, the Mercedes-Benz SL65 AMG, or let me just recheck again, was it SL65 AMG? Yes, SL65 AMG it was. Then the BMW M3 GTR street version, the official road version, production version of the car, the Porsche 911 GT2, the Chevrolet Corvette C6R, the BMW M3 GTR, and these two which I'm going to talk about just in a second after I read these cars. So the Chevrolet Camaro SS, where is it going to go? Okay, so as it is not upgraded, it has quite lower stat in comparison to other cars, but if we put the equivalent, wait, what time did they do in the, okay, so where is it? I have a screenshot here. It did 330 in the Union Row and Ocean, which is 30 on average 30 seconds or slower in comparison to the other cars, and downright a minute slower than the Porsche Carrera GT, the Junkman version. So it's not a comparison. I'm just going to base it on how cool it looks, and if I'm being honest, I think it looks really good, and I would put it in A tier in comparison. There is no performance upgrades for this car either officially in the game, because you can only upgrade nitrous oxide. Everything else is just blank, empty. So of course, if realistically we look at it in this current form only, it spins at rear wheels all over the place. It's not good against cops. When it comes to handling, it's not that great there either, because of course it's a 1969 car from the 1969, so it's not that going to be fast in modern standards, especially the mid 2000 standards. So at the time it was really a fast and very humble little car. So not humble, it's brash and it spits all over your face, but that's why I like it. It's the Camaro SS. I don't care, it's a good car. I'm going to put it in A tier based on its looks alone. And also when it comes to its trivia, Black Edition added this car in the final pursuit, the final part of the challenge series, and that is what people consider the hardest challenge in the challenge series. Although I could argue there are much harder challenge events there, but this is the official last hardest thing in the entire game, so it's going to be there. The SL65 AMG. Okay, so this is also unupgraded. It is a mid-tier car in the game when it comes to its performance. It's mid-tier, so I'm going to treat it that way. And I think it doesn't have any customization, of course. All you can change is the rims, and that's about it. You cannot change the roof scoops, the hoods. You cannot even put spoilers on it. So it's just, when it comes to customization, an inferior version of the SL500. Though when it comes to its handling, top speed, acceleration, I think it's quite decent, because the problem with the SL is that if you put too much power into it, it will slide across. But if you just put enough decent power into it, like this car does, it's actually quite good. I will put it in the B tier. And the M3 GTR street version, it's also quite good for what it represents. It's also a mid-tier car. I'm going to put it in A tier. The 911 GT2, same as that, I'm going to put it in A tier. Let me see the comparisons, because if we are being perfectly honest, yeah, it did a 3 minute. BMW GTR did it in 255. It is comparable to the maxed out cars from the like the Golf GTI, the what is it, Lexus IS300. It's faster than Lexus IS300, I think. Let me just recheck. 255. It did a 255 there. So yeah. So the Lexus is 2 seconds faster, but for a mid-level car, it's quite decent, I would say. M3 GTR. The 911 GT1 did it in 255 as well, I think. Let me see. No, it did it in 3 minutes. So it's a little bit slower than the M3. I would put it in. Yes, I would put, because of the coolness factor too, I would put it here. Let's say. The Camaro, I would put it in last. The GT2, I would put it here. So that's the thing. The C6R, easily A tier. What do you expect? This is the only proper official race car that can compete with M3 GTR when it comes to performance and when it comes to cops. It has a really great handling. Its acceleration is quite good, despite it being a naturally aspirated car, which is also BMW. BMW M3 GTR is also naturally aspirated. So these both go in the S tier. This would go here and this would be here, I think. Here. Though I'm having it regardless, which is go right here. I would say I would prefer it more than Porsche, because trivia. And also I would C6R here. C6R I would put here, I think, because Elise is more personable to me. I like it much more than the C6R, which doesn't have much modification options. You can only change the rims, but I like the original rims of the C6R, so it is here. And did you know that in the cutscenes, the official cutscenes of the game, Cross actually uses a C6R instead of a normal C6, because I don't know why in the original game, in the gameplay, Cross has a C6, while in the cutscenes it has a proper C6R model of it. So because of the side exhaust and overall lower ride height, and that's about it. This will go in here like that. And the M3 GTR, this version, you might have not guessed, but this is the M3 GTR from the prologue of the game. It's also a mid-tier car, but its handling is on another level. Because it doesn't have much power, to offset its handling, balance, and stability. I would say it feels much better to drive than the original M3 GTR, the upgraded one, after Razer sabotaged and upgraded it to be even faster. So I would put this in S tier. It's actually quite, just driving it feels so good that I would put it here. Of course, it's the original M3 GTR as well. And Razer's also go is in the S tier, because you see this TP file, even though it shows the proper B Mustang GT car here, that's because Mustang GT original has a different presets of performance, and this one has a different preset of performance. I'll have a clip that I'm going to put up here. It is the exact same performance figures that Razer uses in the prologue of the game. So it's there. So this is it. I would put it here and here. So yep, those are the 40 cars, including the 2 bonus cars. I just thought it would be good to have them. So this is it. This is my tier list, and if we didn't have these both, I will put it in the C tier here. I think it's better than this one, and no, whatever. This is going to be my tier. Having it regardless: S tier, A tier, B tier, C tier, D tier, and fuck this car tier. I'll just take a screenshot of it as well. No. If I were to base this tier list on pure objectivity, I would have this right here. These cars. I'm going to save this to objective screenshot. Okay, that would be it. And remember, this is how cool your car should look when you compare my tier list in order to beat Razer. So thank you everyone for watching, and see you next time, everyone. Thank you. Thank you for watching this tier list, this long as tier list while you are asleep or second screening this content regardless. Anyway, thank you for watching.